Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and Ramadan Mubarak to all my friends and family that are celebrating. I wanted to share a Ramadan or a Eid favor idea. I did this last year and I figured I would do it this year again, and this time I'm going to show you how to make date bars. Now this isn't my recipe, so I'll link the recipe in the description box below so that you can make this yourself, but I will put my own little twist on it on how I get it ready for passing out during your hosting events. So if you guys like these favorite ideas, please subscribe and keep watching. Alright, welcome back. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then in a small saucepan you want to start simmering some water and then add your dates and vanilla extract. Then you want to just really stir this up and really cook down those dates. The dates are pitted, but I really didn't want any big chunks, so the water helps to break down the dates. And then I used my masher to really make sure there wasn't any big chunks. You could also use a blender or even an immersion blender, but I just used my hands. And then I thought it was a little too dry, so I added a little bit more water and then used my masher again to really make sure there wasn't any chunks. I just wanted a nice, very smooth paste. So just make sure that at the end that is what you accomplish. So next up, I have my dry ingredients. I've got some flour, brown sugar, and oats. To that I added salt and then also some cinnamon. And then I went ahead and added some baking soda. Then I added about a stick of butter and really just used my hands to crumble everything up together. I wanted to make sure that the butter was very mixed in and that everything kind of resembled like a crumble. So not exactly very smooth, but very like berry crumble like, or a crumble that you put on top of a muffin. So then I took a pan and sprayed it with some of the avocado oil spray that I love, and then added half of that dry mixture to my pan and really pressed it down. You want to make sure that it's really pressed down and it cooks in one layer and that there isn't anything loose, or else it's not going to cut very well. And then I added my paste, so my date paste. That was going to be my second layer. And I just smoothed it out, made sure that everything was nice and even and that you can really see a thick layer of the date. And I really wanted that layer to pop. So then I added the rest of the dry mixture right on top. And sorry, this is a little bit out of focus and it's at the bottom a little, but that is what it should look like at the end, nice and even and pressed. Alright, then you want to bake it for about 40 minutes until the edges and the top are nice and golden brown. And then I used these two things to make my favors, so the bag, and then I used my Cricut to actually make that shape and a stamp set. And I'll link everything below so that if you're interested in making something similar, you know how to recreate this. So after I pulled out my beautiful date bars out of the oven, I let it cool, but not very well because I really wanted to show you the layers. So I cut a piece and look at that nice thick date layer in the middle. That's exactly what I was looking for. And ideally you want this to cool down completely before you try to bag them, but I was getting impatient, so I went ahead and bagged them anyways. And you can see that it was a little hot and the bag was getting a little steamy, but I went ahead and took the little Cricut image that I cut out with the stamp and placed it right on top of the bag. And this is what I passed out. It said, "May this Ramadan be your best yet." And it was so nice to let people take a little treat home with them. Perfect for an iftar party. Alright, there you guys go. That is my Eid favors for this year. These delicious date bars. They were gluten-free because my flour was actually gluten-free flour, but they tasted delicious nonetheless, and definitely something I recommend that you pass out during your next Ramadan or iftar event. So an early Eid Mubarak to everyone that is celebrating. I hope this month has been great for you all and that you've enjoyed it to the fullest with friends and family. So if you guys like these types of videos, favorite videos, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life tastefully balanced.